Hello. Hey guys. So I just want to talk to you guys about my experience looking for a deal recently. All right. So I was starting to get pretty discouraged. I have a HELOC and we wanted to increase our cash flow using the HELOC. I wanted to do a BRRRR. Even though I'm a realtor, I've never done a true fix and flip, and it makes me nervous because it is a buyer's market, at least in the markets that I play in North Georgia, Hot Springs, Arkansas, even Chattanooga. So I was looking all over the place for a deal. I wanted a BRRRR. That's my comfort zone. Maybe one day I'll take the leap and try a flip, but I'm still a little scared of flips right now. Okay, so I'm looking for a BRRRR, crunching my numbers. I mean, I'm analyzing countless homes, and I'm looking in Hot Springs, Arkansas, Chattanooga, North Georgia. I'm even looking in Johnson City, Tennessee. Sorry, it's really bright here. I like that market. My mom actually lives there, so I thought that was kind of a perk. And I love West Virginia. I just think it's beautiful, especially that Golly National Park area. So I was even looking up there, and I ran so many numbers, y'all, and I was just coming up short. I just couldn't make the numbers work. And if you're not familiar with a BRRRR, what it is buy, rehab, rent, refinance, repeat. So essentially, it's BRRRR. So what you want to do is, and I'm going to walk through this deal with you guys in another video. I'm going to do a deep dive because I actually was able to find a deal, but I just want to give you the high level, give you some hope if you also are looking for deals and feeling like they just don't exist. So the goal is, it's a HELOC on my personal home. So it's risky and it's a little scary. I've never used this kind of financing before. We have a great HELOC. I think that their interest rate is just under 7%, which is good. It's like a 20-year payback. And we've got like 250 grand to use. We actually don't have a note on our house. So this HELOC is the only thing that we have. So it's cool. I mean, so in that sense, it's not like super scary, but it's still my primary residence. And I don't want that money just like floating out there, right? I need to make sure I can replenish it. I want to put the money back in the HELOC. I want to be able to use that as a revolving door situation where I can keep growing my portfolio, but I need to make sure that the numbers work. And to make the numbers work, I need to make sure that my purchase price gives me enough room between the renovation and the after repair value to extract enough money in a refinance after, let's say you hold it for 6 months, which is probably my plan because that's the best terms. If I can get 75% of the ARV after 6 months of holding the property, I need to make sure that 75% covers both the purchase price and the refinance. I'm sorry, the purchase price and the renovation costs. So I need to make sure of two things. I need to make sure that my after repair value is pretty on point. And I need to make sure that my renovation costs are pretty on point. So anyway, I was really struggling. I just could not find a deal. I even was like kind of giving up and started looking at franchises. I started thinking maybe I'll just buy a franchise. I was kind of pivoting away from real estate for a minute, thinking that just forget it, I'll just go do something else. Maybe it's time to diversify. And side note, I am still looking at some really cool, more passive franchises. I'll make a video about that later because that's been a kind of a fun journey learning about the franchise world. Anyway, long story short, I did finally find a property in Hot Springs, Arkansas. I'll do a video on it. It's a really cool 100-year-old property, which is my jam. I love the old properties. They're so cute. And the numbers work, y'all. The numbers work. Guess what? They were listed at $149, $150. It's a 3-bedroom, 1 bath. They lowered the price to $109. It's been sitting. I threw out an offer of $74,000. It was accepted. Again, started at $150, dropped it to $109. I told my realtor out there, write up an offer at $74. He kind of was like, whoa, really? I was like, yeah, let's go for it. And they accepted it. So yeah, I'm really excited. We've been going through the process. It's really good. It's actually pretty wild. The back of this property actually bucks up to the back of another property that we own. So, so that's kind of fun. That's just coincidental. But I just wanted to share that with you to give you hope that these deals do exist. These numbers are great. We will still cash flow even for a long-term rental. I'm not going to do a short-term rental with this one. I'm leaning towards just doing a straight long-term rental. Rent is going to be somewhere between $1,600 and $1,800 a month. I'm going to add another bathroom to it, likely. My rehab budget is like, I'm trying to stay under 60 grand. I'd love to be between 50 and 60, especially if I'm adding that extra bathroom. And I feel confident we can do that. So, yeah, I'm really stoked about this one. The ARV should be right at around $200K. Again, so that's $74K purchase price, $60K budget, and $200K ARV. I'll walk through this whole deal with you guys so you guys can just see and we can do some math together. I can walk you through how I'm doing this analysis, but don't lose hope. There are still deals to be made, and just keep running those numbers. Oh, I also wanted to let you know. So again, I've been looking for months, trying to figure out what to do with this HELOC, trying to find ways to increase our cash flow, because we recently cash out refinanced 2 of our duplexes, and it hurt me. My cash flow was hurting. Had to do it. Had to do some debt consolidation. Maybe I'll make a post about that too sometime, about my crazy situation we did to build our own home using credit cards and cash, which was crazy. Anyway, my cash flow needed to increase. But I kept dilly-dallying. I couldn't find a deal. I just couldn't find a deal. So my husband, who is my partner with the Brooks Nooks LLC, which is our real estate rental company, he was like, look, Holly, we need to sit down. We need to sit down weekly, which is kind of our goal, but we don't always do it. I'm like, okay, fine. So we sit down, and in the course of an hour, you guys, we actually made so much progress sitting down. We started looking at properties together. We just started looking at the properties. Boom, 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 looking at them, running some quick math. I use Deal Check. I like Deal Check app. Running some quick app. And by the end of that hour-long meeting, we had already submitted an offer for that property. So just in the course of 1 hour, we looked at a property that we had never looked at before. We ran the numbers, figured out where the numbers worked for the offer. Deal Check, by the way, does an offer calculator, which I love that about Deal Check. And we knew exactly what we needed to offer. And we did it. So if you have a partner, set up those meetings. You can accomplish a lot in an hour. You can make things happen. So anyway, that's all I got for today. Just a little words of hope that this is actually, it's an okay market. It's fine. There's deals to be made. Make the deals. It's a buyer's market. Those prices that you see listed, forget it. Look at what your offer calculator tells you. What does it tell you? Make that offer. Who cares what they're asking for? Put the offer out. Thanks. Bye.